Continuing with some body movement. Starting from the lower part, we have the hip rolls. Hip rolls means that you are going to do circles just with your hip. So keep the upper part steady. Make sure you practice in both directions. And as you practice, try to enhance the circular motion to each side. So make sure you go as much to the right, in front, to the left, or backwards as you can without actually moving the upper part. So if I stay to the side, let's do some side movements. And now I'm going to enhance the movement backwards, backwards, forward, backwards. I also try to enhance it to the right and to the left, and now right, left, and both forward and backwards. So I try to do this, keeping the upper part still as an exercise because we are going to use it throughout our figures. We can use it in shadow position like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then exit with a 1.5 turns and continue. We can use our hand to lead it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or why not use the hammerlock position for that? First, I'm going to do the hand throw. Remember that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic step, normal turn, and exit. Or I can do it from normal close position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and continue. So the hip roll is very, very important for a large variety of movements. For the followers, it is very important to be able to do the movement in the right way. So this means a clear circular movement without moving the upper part. This is called isolation. It is also very useful to lower the center of gravity a little, bend the knees. This will give you a little more freedom to your hips. It is also very important for the follower to understand when the leader tries to actually lead that movement. Now, if I am in this position with the knee that intersect, so my right leg and both my hands are here, and I try to lead this movement. Now, it can be very clear for her that I intend to do this movement, but in the same time, if I try to lead it from here, I have just a small connection here with my palm. If she is not paying attention and she does not understand the direction of my lead, maybe I want to change the direction, maybe I want to do another movement to exit, then it is going to be a little trickier. So for the follower, it is very important to try to understand the movement, even if it is not 100% led by the follower. So here I can lead it 100%. She has no other way than just moving her hip. But if I'm in this position and she's not paying attention, then I have almost no chance to lead that. So it is very important for you to pay attention and to understand his intention without him actually putting the pressure to lead that move. As for you, as for the leader, it is very important to make your intentions very clear, especially when you cannot actually lead the whole movement. So if I am in shadow position and I do this, my only connection is this arm, my right palm, and half of my hip, because I'm half into her back, half to the side. So she's not seeing me, but she can feel just a little of my thigh. Okay? So from here, she has very little indication about what I want her to do. This hand is mostly engaged in keeping her connected to my body, and my body is actually leading the movement. So I must be very clear. If I have both my hands here, then I can lead it a little more. So no matter what you do, make sure that you are as clear as possible about your intention. Another tip, if I, let's say, try to lead it here in hammerlock, it would be one thing to lead it like this, and another if my body is focusing on her hip. This shape of my body will draw attention to what part I'm actually trying to lead rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I change the focus to something different instead of just doing this. Okay, so this means trying to give as much information through your body language and gesture for her to understand what you're about to. Now we have the chest rolls. Chest rolls are very easy. They are like hip rolls, but with the chest. Well, actually, they're not that easy because you're not so used to moving your chest, unlike your hips. So, chest roll, first, I'm trying to put my thumbs into my pocket to show you that I'm not moving this part of my body. So, this is staying still, only this is moving. And I'm going to do some circles to my left first. So this is what we call a chest roll. Of course, I can enhance it forward and backwards or to the side. But if you look, this point and this point, so this line is not moving. I am not leaning like this. So I'm keeping my spine aligned. So the neck and the center of my body are aligned throughout this movement. I am not doing this. Now, this movement, if you are having trouble doing this, you can start with easier movements. So let's turn this way. We can just do movement forward and backwards with our chest. Now, the common mistake here is not actually moving the chest. The common mistake is moving the shoulder line. So this is not chest, this is chest. So keep this still, extend the chest forward. Now arch it backwards. So whatever you do, don't do this. If you do this, it will just look like your chest is forward, but you're not actually moving the chest. So the easiest thing you can do is do these exercises and do them slowly so that you can control them. Don't do like this. Okay. And secondly, is try to extend the movement. So if you did this, try to do just a little more and just a little more. And when you think you're done, push for some more. This is going to be what you're actually gaining. Because if you move 100% here, when you're dancing, you'll be able to move, let's say, 30, 40, 50%. But if you have 50% from this, it's going to be different than 50% from this. So when you're training, try to extend the way your body can move, because when you'll be dancing, you're going to be using maybe half of that movement. Now, this is often used with the hip roll. When I move the chest, I'm actually blocking the lower part. So I'm telling her, don't you move this part. And we are only focusing on the chest. You can lead the chest in both directions. You can also lead with in conjunction with the hip and then with the chest. And also a very nice exercise after you do this is to just go sideways. Side, the other side, side to the left, side to the right. Then you can change left, right, extending the shoulder line. Don't do this. Keep the shoulder line parallel to the ground. And you can also do the following exercise: shoulder, then hip, hip, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, shoulder. And you can use that in your dancing also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. go up and continue. So it is very important to get that mobility first, and then you are going to be able to lead something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue. So this may look like a pretty complicated move, but if you try to analyze it, you'll see that it's made of very, very simple things. A few body rolls, a few hip rolls, maybe a wave here and there, and that's about it. So any move that it seems complicated to you, it is not. It's just made up of very small and easy things arranged in a way that they look more than they actually are. So start from the basics. Next, we have the body waves. We are going to have a special lesson on body waves because this is something that gives a lot of headache to most of the dancers that are just starting to build up their bachata skills, and not only in bachata. So the body wave is actually moving your body forward and back, but not the whole body in the same time. You actually move it in pieces, let's say. So starting from the top, we have head, chest, hip, knees, and then finish. Let's do it again. So what I'm actually doing, let's say that she is a wall, so she's not going to move now. I can go to the wall and back with my body in the same time, or I can touch with the head first, the chest first, the abdomen first, the hip, and this will make it look like a waving motion. So if we face each other, we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the reverse means we start from here 5, 6, 7, 8. So one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we use this a lot. For instance, I can use it from an opening wave. I can use it from this position here. Wave, reverse wave, or wave, reverse into a deep, or I can use it in shadow position. Wave, reverse wave. Okay, so there are lots of ways you are going to use the wave. So if you can learn to master the wave, you are going to actually use it not just as a move of its own, but as a styling for the follower also. Let's say I do a hairbrush. Instead of just doing this, so allowing me to do the hairbrush, she can do a small wave just from the forehead to the chest. So she can do this, okay, from this side. This is without. This is with a little body wave. So let's say I do this 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks nicer than just staying flat. She can also add that to the opening. Let's see an opening again without. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she's going to add a small body wave from the belly to the hip. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also do traveling waves in shadow position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can also use this to a figure like the next. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sure you've seen this. We go forward. And instead of just going back, 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 what we can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see maybe another example. We can have, this is going to be a very easy one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And basic. Or if she does more than one wave, maybe she can do it in another angle. So from here, she can start being perpendicular to the ground. Let's see if she can go diagonal and then up. So wave can be a very interesting and funny way to be playful, but also to try to dance musical on the slower parts where you do not have the beat, you do not want to show steps, you want to show fluidity. Okay, so all the circular and rounded movements like hip rolls, chest rolls, waves, which are rounded movements, can be used to show fluidity, opposed to where you have to step, like let's say the Madrid step. Okay, this is not supposed to be that fluid. It can be, but it's not designed to be. The waves are designed to be fluid. They can also be done without being fluid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you master a wave, you can actually do it any way that you choose to.